Hello, it's me James, and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tips, tricks, and tutorials, and of course, I like to do this in complete survival. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the top 3 simple ways to get XP in survival Minecraft. Now remember, these are simple ways. They may not be the best ways to get XP, but you are going to be able to get a fair amount of XP from doing these methods. And to be honest, my face is really close. Yeah, to be honest, you are not really going to need to do that much to get this XP. So, with that being said, let's jump straight on into the video. So, first of all, you can see that I've got 53 levels at the moment. So, what I'm going to do is put all of my stuff into this shulker box, like this. And I'll take my armor off and stuff as well. Obviously, I'll take off my totem. And yeah, we'll just die and get rid of these levels. So, I think the easiest way right now would just be to sit in this boat. There we go. Right. For a minute there, I just thought, dude, he didn't even hit me. I was like, what is going on? Anyway, here we go. Right, we've died. And we now have 0 levels. Now, we need to get our stuff and not retrieve those levels. If we retrieve those levels, we'll probably get 7 levels from just dying. So, yeah, we're going to want to start from absolute 0, which we are on right now. So, first of all, let's get all of our tools, and we will start the first method. So, for method number 1, we're going to kind of do like a 2-in-1, and yeah, we're just going to call this section blocks. Now, you can get a fair amount of XP from certain blocks in the game. Let me show you some of those blocks. And the first block I want to talk about, reason being, probably a lot of people are spending still a lot of time in ancient cities. I mean, they are a decent place to be. You get a decent amount of loot. And these skulk blocks, which, I mean, a fair few people might know already, if you use a hoe, you can break these, like, really fast and get yourself a bunch of XP. I think I've mentioned this on the channel before anyway. There's been a couple of XP glitches involving this, or at least one, I know that for sure. But yeah, you can build yourself up a nice amount of XP if you just come to an ancient city or just a deep dark biome in the caves, get yourself a hoe, and yeah. So what I'm going to do right now is fix up my hoe using this method, and I'll get a few levels afterwards as well. Another thing that's probably been getting fixed as well is all of my armor. All of that is completely fixed now. So, yeah, I think the hoe's getting most of the XPs right now. So, I have fixed my hoe now. So, what I'm going to do is find some more and, yeah, just get some levels. You get a fair few levels if you have a nice little area of them. So, I want to try and find a nice area so I can do it. Well, for me now, because I've been here so many times, I have mostly only got it on the ceiling, so it's kind of annoying for me to get. But I could do with finding another deep dark biome. But yeah, you can see it's a little bit harder to get if it's on the ceiling. But I mean, there's some bits on the walls like this as well, this is a fairly nice little bit. You can see how much XP is coming out. Really nice. But even from not having much around, you can see I've still managed to fix all of my armor and, of course, my hoe, which was literally right at the bottom. And I've literally just hit 10 levels, so it's not so bad. And just imagine how it would be if there was so much around. And yeah, if you got a hoe, it is just so quick. So yeah, that is block number 1, the skulk block. So for the second block, we have actually made our way into the Nether. And, of course, I would have had to land near some piglins. Where did they go? Anyway, yeah, the second block we are going to be talking about is the quartz block. Now, this is a very, very good block as far as XP goes. That is, of course, if you use a fortune pickaxe. Now, you can see that my fortune pickaxe is really, really low. So, once again, I'm going to use this method and fix my pickaxe, and then I'll show you how much levels we can actually get from these blocks. Now, if you like mining, this is definitely a decent way to get some XPs. You get a fair amount of XPs just from mining quartz. In my personal opinion, quartz is definitely one of the better blocks to mine for XP. I'm literally trying to avoid that magma at all costs. I really don't want to fight that magma. I can't be bothered. Run! Run! I mean, I would say the only downside, as you can see, is there are a bunch of horrible mobs in the Nether. But, I mean, you can just fly off like I did. and then find the next bit of nether quartz, you know. Another good thing about quartz is you can find absolutely huge veins of them. This one is absolutely huge, as you can see. That means you're gonna get a bunch of XP from this. All right, we are very close to fixing the pickaxe even more, and that's a good thing about the nether. There are so many quartz on the surface, you just gotta go looking for them. So having a pair of wings and some rockets is kind of handy, but I mean, you could do this without as well, to be honest. So yeah, there we go. We've I didn't even notice, but we fixed the pickaxe and we are now receiving levels. You will notice how fast we start to go up levels. Quartz really is a really good block to get XP, and like I said, you find absolutely massive veins of them. If you are going to do this method, definitely just look for the plains nether biomes, and that's going to be the easiest method to get yourself a bunch of XP. Of course, yeah, you may have a bunch of like these things coming after you, super annoying, but just quickly grab the XP and run off. That's probably the fastest way. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Run to the next quartz anyway. Uh-oh. Somehow I just caught on fire. I'm not really sure how. I just randomly caught on fire in the air. But basically, I wanted to try and get around about 30 levels using the quartz method, but I've only got 8 rockets left as well, which is kind of annoying. So I'm just going to mine the quartz around my portal, so if I do run out of rockets, I can at least get back. I'm also going to show you a method with these quartz blocks, how you can fix other items. So to do that, you're going to need a silk touch pickaxe. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and get to level 30, or close to level 30, if there is any quartz around this area anyway. Right, I'm on 23 levels, but I've only got 2 rockets left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start silk touching these and get myself a few blocks to take to the overworld. And I'm going to show you how we can fix other tools with these. Alright, I got a few silk touch, but I decided to get a few because there's so many around. And yeah, I'm not going to leave this XPs around. Alright, so we are back in the overworld. And basically, what you can do is put these blocks down that we silk touched in the nether. And yeah, I'm just going to put them in a straight line. And then basically, we're going to get the fortune pickaxe, stand around about 5 blocks away. Just stand as far as you can away. And then go across. And then, obviously, you're just leaving the XP on the floor. Like that. Alright. So, after that, once you've got all the XP gathered up like that, we can get a tool that we want to fix. Of course, it's got to have mending on. And then we just run through the XP. It's as simple as that. So, it's a little bit tedious, but it's a really simple method. You don't really have to do much. It's simply just mining. So, yeah, it's the same for the skulk blocks. Although, out the two, definitely the quartz blocks are the winner for XP. Now, method number 2, I want to talk about the gold farm. And, yeah, I've got the super OP gold farm with 4 nether portals. But you wouldn't even need to have such an OP gold farm. I mean, yeah, having 4 is kind of super OP in my opinion. You do have to have a decent setup, so I've turned it on. It's very loud as well, and yeah, down here you can see my setup is quite substantial. I've got a couple of sorting systems, and in the middle, if I hold my looting sword and we flick this switch, we are going to be able to obtain a bunch of XP. So I don't know if you can see, but you'll see XP orbs bouncing around in there. So if I just go underneath, yeah, I am going to be able to get so much XP. So the hard bit about this is, of course, is setting up the farm. Like I said, you wouldn't even need to set up a 4-portal farm. You could set up a smaller version of this farm. I have tutorials for both, which I'll put in the description below. But long story short, once you've got this set up, you are going to have access to so much XP, it is unbelievable. Now, it's incredibly loud, so what I'm going to do is go AFK for a little bit, and I will be back, and I'll show you exactly how much XP we've been able to acquire. I mean, already, we're on level 30, and it's not even been that long. So yeah, anyway, I'll be back soon. Alright, temporarily I had to turn it off because, oh my god, it's starting to clog up and I wasn't even watching. Oh damn. I think they're still dying. Alright, I fixed it. I have no idea what was happening, but there are so many in there right now. Yeah, I just think it just lagged out or something. So I'm going to wait over here. Well, I'm going to go back under so I can get the XPs. But yeah, now we just got to wait this out and wait for it to stop lagging. Damn, this farm is so OP. Damn, this is truly insane. It wasn't even on for very long. Wow. I wonder how long this is going to take to clear out. Alright, finally. It looks like it's clear. Well, apparently one just came out there, but yeah, that's all good. Let's turn this off. So everything's nice and silent. And let's see how many levels we got from those last few. I mean, not so bad. A few more levels. So we're on level 73 at the moment. That is pretty good from just the first two methods. Like I said, you do have to set this thing up, of course. And yeah, it might take a little bit of time setting up. But this really is an OP farm. Even if you've not got 4 portals like this, you can literally just have a 2 portal farm and it would work really good. I'll put the full tutorial for this one in the description below, as well as some other ones. Damn, a zombie. But yeah, let's jump on to the next method. Actually, speaking of the next method, we can use this rotten flesh to literally get some XP via the next method, and I'll show you how very shortly. First of all, I'm just going to fill up this shulker box, just so we can do at least one shulker box full. Alright, sweet. I got the box full. Let's go to the next method. And last but no means least, I want to talk about villagers. Now, at the moment in the game, all of the new changes regarding villagers have not been implemented. That does mean we can still, use these pretty well. Even when the changes get added, if you've got a setup like this, you are still going to be able to use these really well for XP. Every time we do a trade with any one of these villagers, we are going to receive XP, and that is why this rotten flesh is going to give us a bunch of XP, and not only that, emeralds as well. So what I'm going to do is grab all of this rotten flesh, and I will show you how we can get emeralds and XP from this. Basically, we go up to a clerk villager. It doesn't matter what clerk villager, every single one takes rotten flesh, as you can see. And yeah, we can basically just trade all of this in for emeralds, and of course every time we do a trade we get XP as well. So ideally you want to be holding an item that wants to get fixed if you want to fix the item. Otherwise you can just collect the XP in your XP bar. But yeah, what I'm going to do is completely sell all of this rotten flesh until I can't sell it anymore. And yeah, see how many emeralds we get. I think I'm going to get a fair amount if we've already got 16. That is pretty good, right? So, yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Alright, so from that full box, I've managed to get myself 57 emeralds. Now, there are things that you can also do. There are other trades that we can do with these emeralds. So, for example, if we go into a clerk, we can actually physically buy XP. So, not only are we going to be buying XP, but we're going to receive XP for buying or doing the trade itself. So depending if you want to fix your tools or not, you would hold a tool. This time I'm not going to hold a tool. I'm simply going to yeah, just buy this XP. Now it just costs 2 bottles per XP now instead of 1, but I don't think that's that expensive. You can still stock up if you've got a bunch of emeralds. And yeah, there's still a lot of trades where you can get so many emeralds. Sweet, I've spent all of my emeralds now, and I've got 45 bottles. So of course I could use these bottles to fix my tools, or just give them myself. So I think I'm just going to give them myself. So instead of throwing them like that, you can still throw them, they still work. You can make a little system like this and basically turn it on, and then you can just stand underneath with whatever tool you want to fix, and basically, yeah, you're going to fix your tool like that. Now, I am going to need a few more XP bottles, but the key to this really is if you've got items to trade. So there are so many different trades that you can take advantage of and get yourself a bunch of emeralds from them still. Honestly, it's just really about finding some decent trades. So, for example, I know the librarians, you can sell ink sacks. So, I've got 29, and yeah, for a reasonably decent price. Like I said, 4 is not the best, but it is one of the best at the moment. Yeah, I've only got 1 ink sack left, but yeah, you see what I mean. You could also, if you have these kinds of villagers, the shepherds, you could probably have like a flower farm and sell dye, which is probably another really cheap method of getting yourself some emeralds. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you've got a good source of emeralds, whether it be from decent trades, different items, whatever you want to do, every single trade, yeah, you're going to be able to get some XP. And, yeah, you can just buy a bunch of stuff that you want. Me, personally, I just buy the XP. That way, you're just going to get so much more XP. Now, remember, if you do want to fix items as you do the trades, you are going to want to hold that item And yeah, it solely relies on emeralds. So if you've got a good source of emeralds or items for you to get emeralds, you are pretty much going to be good to go with this method. I mean, yeah, I've already fixed my spade pretty much. I just need to go ahead and there we go. We've already fixed that. Now I can fix this one as well. And yeah, I can pretty much fix all of my tools if you've got a good source of emeralds. That's pretty much the key to it. And then, like I said, afterwards, once you've got the bottles, you can put them in a system like this. And yeah, use the bottles as well. You can either have it for your tools or, of course, just collect it for yourself. And that, my friends, are the top 3 simple methods to get some XP. Again, they're reasonably safe and you really don't have to do much to actually acquire the XP. Oh, that's just run out. 0 to 76 levels, and to be honest, yeah, like I said, I've really not done much in this video. Just simply do a few easy things to get some XPs. And that, my friends, is all I've got time for. I do hope that this helped you out in your worlds. I will catch you on the next one.